Victor Hugo's Les Misérables is a sweeping historical novel that spans several decades in 19th century France. It follows the life of Jean Valjean, a man who is transformed from a hardened criminal into a figure of compassion and redemption. The novel intertwines themes of justice, love, sacrifice, and the struggles of the poor, set against the backdrop of political upheaval in France. The story begins in 1815 with Jean Valjean, a man who has spent 19 years in prison for stealing a loaf of bread to feed his starving sister's family. Upon his release, he is met with scorn and rejection due to his status as an ex-convict. However, Bishop Myriel, a kind and compassionate clergyman, offers him food and shelter. When Valjean steals silver from the bishop and is caught, Myriel forgives him and even gives him additional silver, urging him to use it for good. Moved by the bishop's mercy, Valjean resolves to change his ways. He breaks his parole and assumes a new identity as Monsieur Madeleine, becoming a successful businessman and the beloved mayor of Montreuil-sur-Mer. However, his past haunts him in the form of Inspector Javert, a rigid and relentless police officer who believes in absolute justice and is determined to bring Valjean to justice. Meanwhile, a young woman named Fantine suffers misfortune. She had been abandoned by her lover and left with an illegitimate daughter, Cosette, struggling to make ends meet. She leaves Cosette in the care of the Thénardiers, an innkeeping couple who abuse and exploit her. Fantine, working in Montreuil-sur-Mer, is fired when her secret is revealed, forcing her into poverty and prostitution. One day, Valjean, as Mayor Madeleine, rescues Fantine from arrest by Javert and promises to care for Cosette. Before he can fulfill his promise, he learns that another man has been mistaken for him and is about to be sentenced as Valjean. Unable to let an innocent man suffer, he reveals his true identity and is arrested. After escaping, he locates Cosette and rescues her from the Thénardiers, raising her as his own daughter while evading Javert's relentless pursuit. Years later, Valjean and Cosette live in Paris under new identities. Cosette falls in love with Marius Pontmercy, a young law student involved with a group of revolutionary friends called the Friends of the ABC. They prepare for an uprising against the monarchy in the June Rebellion of 1832. As tensions rise, Valjean discovers Cosette's love for Marius and is initially reluctant, but ultimately helps him. Meanwhile, Javert infiltrates the revolutionaries but is captured. Valjean, now entangled in the battle, spares Javert's life when given the opportunity to kill him. Instead of gratitude, Javert struggles with the realization that his rigid moral code has been challenged. Unable to reconcile his beliefs with Valjean's mercy, Javert ultimately commits suicide by jumping into the Seine River. During the battle, Marius is wounded. Valjean carries him through the sewers of Paris to safety. He ensures Marius's survival, though he never reveals his identity as his rescuer. Marius, believing Valjean to be an obstacle in Cosette's life, distances himself from him after recovering. Marius and Cosette marry, but Valjean, feeling unworthy, withdraws from their lives. When Marius learns the truth about Valjean's sacrifices, he and Cosette rush to see him, but it is too late. Jean Valjean, having lived a life of struggle and redemption, dies peacefully, surrounded by love. Commentary: Victor Hugo's Les Misérables is a masterpiece of literature that explores profound themes of justice, redemption, love, and sacrifice. Through Jean Valjean's journey, the novel highlights the power of compassion in transforming lives. The character of Javert represents an unwavering belief in law without mercy, while Valjean embodies the triumph of human goodness over past mistakes. The story also sheds light on the struggles of the poor and the political unrest of 19th century France, making it not just a personal narrative, but a social commentary. With its vivid characters and profound emotional impact, Les Misérables remains one of the most potent and enduring novels of all time.